gentlemen, my name is Pedro. I'm an officer from the Central District Police Community Relations Office. Today, we are going to have two topics in the seminar. The first one will be anti-deception, and the second one will be the prevention of the COVID-19. And now, may I pass the time to our inspector, Chief Inspector of the Central Police Station, Ms. Chloe Ho.
Hello everyone, I'm Chloe, Police Community Relations Officer of Central Police District. Thank you very much for every one of you to make time to come here today. We have two talks later on anti-crime and anti-deception, and also the prevention of COVID-19. And I appreciate that every one of you make time to come today, as today's your holiday. But before we start, I would like to extend our warmest gratitude to invite Dr. Lam Wai Wing, Justice of Peace, who is also an honorary president of our Central District Junior Police Corps Honorary President's Council. This Dr. Lam, please. Also, the donor of today's event, we have prepared some packages containing some anti-pandemic supplies like facial masks and also sanitizers for you guys. In the package, there are some anti-deception leaflets that we wish you can share with your friends and families. And also after the talk, we'll be having some light refreshments for you guys. And so I hope you enjoy today's talk and spread the messages for us. And before we start the talk, let us invite Dr. Lam to hand out the souvenirs, the academic supplies to you. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Just a moment. Let us take a group photo together, shall we? Yeah, I invite every one of you to come up to the stage.
Hello, Maganda. My name is Victoria from Hong Kong Island Crime Prevention Office of the Hong Kong Police Force. I'm here because I want to give advice in protecting your property and your well-being. How many of you have a clear understanding of the law and order in Hong Kong?
Nope.
No. Okay. If you have little knowledge of it, I can tell you that Hong Kong remains one of the safest and most stabilized societies in the world. However, it doesn't mean there are no criminals. Don't worry, I won't talk much about the law and order. I just want to remind you, crime prevention is everybody's business. At this time, 20 minutes, I will cover these topics: prevention of loss and theft, personal security, prevention of several crimes, and self-protection. So you see the prevention of loss and theft. You know, the miscellaneous theft have been reported the most among other crime reports. So do you know which places are most vulnerable places for the culprit to steal your property?
One line.
Give us an specific places. So that's
Oh, you're so smart.
yeah. Okay. Some common area. restaurant, cafe, park, sitting out area, supermarket, also market. So, I guess the stolen property is mainly involved. Did anyone view the victims before? Oh, this good luck. Really? Okay, let's see. Smartphones, camera, wallet, all the bus card. So some smart tips for you guys. Always keep an eye on your property. Secure and lockable rooms when not in use or unattended. When you don't pay attention to your property, someone may have interest in it. So I guess you guys have had some experience that sitting with your friends in a sitting out area or park, and the property just stay behind you. And do you think a third time will come across? So, about the personal security. The three primary cause of indecent assault, loitering, and outraging public decency concerning personal security happen in Hong Kong Island. So do you guys know what is loitering and outraging public decency? I told you, just like when you wear a skirt, taking escalator, and a male behind you and taking a camera up there. Terrible, right? Okay. So smart tips. Always stay alert when you're in a quiet place or in the hours of darkness. Walk on the well-lit streets. Okay, the prevention of cybercrimes and self-protection. So, many of you guys got smartphones, and so you may go to internet. So then you see the week 3 cybercrimes. Can anyone guess it? E-auction fraud. Impersonating a friend of you asking for money. Naked chat blackmailing. Okay, the common practice of e-auction fraud is a buyer does not receiving goods or a seller does not receiving money during e-auction transaction. So some smart tips. Make use of reliable e-auction platform for the transaction. Beware of your forged website. Do not trust people in the cyber world. And impersonating on email, you receive an email from your friend. Remember, purported your friend, saying he was robbed or had an accident somewhere and urging you for money support by deposit money in someone's account. But in fact, the email account of your friend was being hacked. Some smart tips. Ignore the emails from the people that you do not know. Double confirm the identity and the version in an email. Some problem? So you may directly call your friend to verify his version. Secure your own password. Do not use password or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, this is naked chat blackmailing. Any idea of this one? So you're laughing. What's going on? Okay, the victims know some strangers from social media platforms and tries to enter a naked chat in front of the webcam. However, it was captured by the culprit and demand victims for money. Otherwise, the naked chat footage will be disseminated to the public. So, you guess, who's the victims most? Yeah, guys, you're right. So some smart tips for you guys. Don't trust people in the cyber world. Be vigilant when meeting new friends. Do not respond to invitations for a naked chat and be careful who you are getting naked in front of camera. What that mean? If you know you get naked with your husband or your boyfriend, so you may be easy to say, but you remember, some hacker will stay behind the webcam. You never know. Use privacy settings to protect your information and to block messages from strangers in the social media platform. Just work code. Okay, You see that that domestic terror will be easily fallen into opportunized drug, dangerous drugs, jaywalking, deception. I'm not willing to see you being victim or offender of violent crime after drunk, especially for the personal security of a lady to prevent sexual abuse. So, never get drunk. It's so simple. See the dangerous drugs. Under Section 8, Chapter 134 of the Hong Kong law, the Dangerous Drug Ordinance, illegal possession or taking of dangerous drugs shall be liable on conviction upon indictment of fine $1 million and subject to imprisonment for 7 years. And under the same ordinance, can you guess illegal trafficking or manufacturing of dangerous drugs? Conviction? Any idea? How about in Philippines? How about imprisonment or the fine? No. No idea. Yes. Okay. You see the trafficking and manufacturing? 5 million Hong Kong dollars and life imprisonment. So be careful when some people ask you to possess some unknown object. Be careful and check carefully and don't easily trust people. You never know who will set you up. I'd like to point out here, possession of taking of cannabis is approved in some countries, but not in Hong Kong. Here we go. Okay, road safety. Road safety is one of the topics of today because accidents can be caused by jaywalking, and Hong Kong is very busy all the time. I suggest you to make use of light signal crossing, zebra crossing, footbridge, and subway, which are easily found in Hong Kong. Oh, this is the main part of today, Esection. Okay, that's great. I have some cases. It's based on true story to share with you. Case 1. Victim and friends. I will say that I say that wanted person, okay? Victim and wanted person know each other. They know each other for a long period of time. And that wanted person persuades victim to make investment in Philippines and say that it's a very a lot of money will return.
Wow.
And then the victim did not sign any agreement. And for the interest, victim paid a total around $14,520 in cash. And then the wanted person lost contact, and the victim lost all the money, and also lost the friend. Okay, so which one do you guess? Which category? Investment scam. Okay, case 2. The victim encountered problem in topping up her TNG wallet, and then she left a comment visible to the public on the official TNG Facebook page to seek assistance with her contact details provided. And later on, the victim received a WhatsApp message from a wanted person who purported to be staff of TNG and request victim's Hong Kong ID copy and password of her TNG wallet in order to look into the issue. And what do you think the victim do? Complied. But she found the wanted person had changed her TNG wallet password with all the money stored in the wallet stolen. This time she lost $3,400. This is social media. Case 3 is belongs to Indonesian hacker. She received a WhatsApp message from her friend, wrote in Indonesian and purported to be her friend in Hong Kong, and requested she had to top up the Indonesian e-wallet account and promised to repay money in cash afterwards. And then she paid a transfer $2,000 Hong Kong dollars to her Indonesian bank account. The scam, how did the scam reveal? Because her friend, showed up in the next day and say, I did not give you any WhatsApp message. That means WhatsApp is a very easy way to be hacked by somebody. So when people say send you a WhatsApp message and say that, please transfer money to me, please make a phone call to her to double confirm, because you remember you're not making easy money in Hong Kong. It's not easy to get your salary, right? So remember how to protect your money. Case for victim met an unknown person who claimed to be a Korean engineer working in the United States on Instagram. They then became cyber and maintained communication via WhatsApp. Subsequently, that wanted person claimed to have sent a gift to victim, a diamond ring, a diamond jewelry, etc. And then victim later approached by another worried person who says she is a courier and need to pay the clearance fee and the storage fee. Then she paid 20,500 Hong Kong dollars via the bank account. So, this is romance scam. Remember, you are not making easy money in Hong Kong. Try to protect your own self and also your wallet. So we have the Anti-Deception Coordination Center. It's set up in 2017. You remember the phone number, please? It is 18222. So emergency, please call 999. So to conclude, this is a crime triangle with 3 elements: offender, target, and opportunity. I can simply say that the crime will be only committed when all 3 elements are present. As long as we can remove the target and or the opportunity, the offender will not get close to you to for crime. This is my tip today. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. I've just a few questions to ask you guys, and can you answer together? Do you disclose personal data easily? Do you do that? Disclose your personal data easily? No, we don't disclose. Yeah? Would you share your password of your email, bank account, social media account? No, okay? Would you help people deliver things without checking what those things are? No. Will you do that? No, because those may be some illegal things. Do you hear me? Yeah? Maybe those are illegal items or even dangerous drugs, right? So don't do that. And lastly, do you easily believe strangers calling you or emailing you asking for help or even sending them money? No. No to all these, okay? Okay, let's go to the next part then. Thank you.
Well, now we would like to welcome our inspector from the Petrol Unit.
Good evening, everyone. So I hope you remember the answers that you have been just asked. That no to everything that would lead to a crime, and hope you share the information to your friends and your family, so that it can help you protect yourself and your family. I'm going to talk about the COVID-19 and how we can prevent it. So it can also help to protect yourself and also your family. Let me introduce myself. I'm Krivin from the Patrol Subunit of Central District. So the police that you normally see in the street with a big cap, then this is me. So the COVID-19 broke out in Wuhan in China in 2019, and it would cause mild upper respiratory illness like common cold. That's why most of the people wouldn't know that they have the virus when they had it, because it's just similar to cold and we did not pay attention to it. And their incubation period will range from 1 to 14 days or even more days. So it is very critical for us to quarantine their patients within this period, so to prevent them to spread the virus to others. how could the virus spread? It could be spread via different ways, like coughing, sneezing, and also just like if we sneeze, and then we may touch some kind of things like the table, and then some of you touch the table and then touch your mouth or nose or even eyes, then you would get the disease. So it is very crucial for us not to touch the things, and also we have to clean our hands and also to wear our mask, because if, as you can see in the third one, the virus will also be inhaled into the nose. If I sneeze and then you're near to me and not wearing a mask, then you may inhale the virus and get the virus. The disease is very highly contagious, so it is very important for us to protect ourselves. So what kind of symptoms would we have if the patients have their virus? Fever, just like the common cold, and coughing. You will also feel maybe shortness of breath, that you have to take a very deep breath to make yourself comfortable. And some of the patients may even does not have their symptoms, so he or she may not even know that they have the virus. And statistically, 80% of the patients they have mild symptoms that it does not very well known to the people that they have the disease. So after some facts of the virus, I'm going to talk about how the government or the ordinance, the law that we are now having to prevent the spread of the disease. I hope that all of you could help to remember the law, not only to protect yourself, but also to protect your family, your friends from getting the disease. So there is 3 sessions of the disease. We normally call the 599, the F, G, and I. They're all responsible for different perspectives. First, the 599F, it is related to the restaurants or some of the premises. That when we go to the restaurants, we have to wear a mask all the time, unless you are having your drink or having your meal. If you're not having your drink or your meal, and you're just talking with your friends, you are going to have your mask on, well, just to protect yourself and protect some other customers in the restaurants. Also, we have to have at least 1.5 meters between each table, as long as you have some plastic cubicle to be put inside, then it could help to protect ourselves. And also, the 1.5 meters could help to create a buffer for us from other people. And I think all of you should have known that no more than 4 people could be seated in the same table. So if you have so many people here, you go to a meal or a restaurant together, you may have to separate it into a few different tables, so to help to reduce the chances of getting the disease. If you would go to the bar or pub, I'm not sure would you go there for entertainment, but if you do so, then just remember that it is 2 people per table, not 4. If you go to a bar, only 2 can be seated in the same table. And well, I know most of you may like dancing or like singing, but well, I'm sorry that no live performance, no dancing could be done in the bars or the pub. Just to remember that. I know that you guys like dancing a lot. Just to protect yourself, not to be summoned or not to be sued, and just for your own good. And now the next section is the 599G, and it is talking about when we are just walking in the public place, or you are sitting together in the statue square or some other places in the public place, that no more than 4 people could be seated together, just like in the restaurant. And between each of the group, you have to have at least 1.5 meters between each other. Well, if you violate the above instruction, a fixed penalty would be will be punished for $2,000. Well, I know it is a lot of the money. So to save yourself some money, please comply with the instruction not to have some more than 4 people sitting together. And if you have some kind of if you would like to organize some events or some parties in the public place, you, as an organizer, you will be fined with at most $25,000 and imprisonment for 6 months. This is for the organizers of the event or of the parties in the public place. For sure, there may be some exemptions for the group gatherings to have more than 4 people. For example, if you're gathering more than 4 people for work, or you're going to the hospital or some kind of medical facilities for the check-ins, and if you're taking the same transportation together, just like taking the bus, taking the private cars, or taking the taxi together, it is okay to have more than 4 people. This is the exemptions for the restriction of 4 people. So the most important in 599G is no more than 4 people. I think you will always see our officers to ask you guys to separate, to have more distance, because we're just going to make sure that no 4 people is sitting together with less than 1.5 meters. So the last section of the 599 is the 599I, is about wearing the masks. All of us have to wear the mask in public place anytime. If you do not do so, then another $2,000 will be fined. And talking about the wearing of the masks, there are some kind of like guidelines you have to follow. Just like all of you have done a good job that the mask to cover your nose and also your mouth. So this is how to protect yourself from getting the disease, because the mask could cover your inhaling system to cover your nose and the mouth. For sure, there is some kind of exemptions for people not wearing the mask. Well, for the people under the age of 2, but I believe not just under the age of 2, but maybe if you are taking care about the children that is under the age of 2, then he or she can be exempt from wearing the mask. And also, if you are having some kind of legal or medical reasons for exempting yourself from wearing the mask, like that, if you will feel very uncomfortable or shortness of breath when you wear the mask, then you can go see a doctor and obtain a medical certificate. If so, then you can exempt from wearing the mask. If not, you have to wear the mask all the time. And if you are having your drink or your food in the street, in the public place, you can put off your mask. But well, I suggest you to put back on your mask once you are finished, just to protect yourself. And if you're going to take medication or have maintain your personal hygiene, just like after you finish your drink, your food, and you cleaning your mouth or you sneezing, then you could take off the mask. Oh, it makes sense, right? You cannot drink or eat or sneeze with a mask on, right? So this is a reasonable exemptions, and it is very rational for us situation for not wearing the mask. So just like what I mentioned, what is a proper manner to wear a mask? You can see the thick one that it covers both our nose and the mouth, and the other two are not a good way to wear the mask. Just well, I think none of us would do it like that, because we are wearing the mask. Why don't we wear it properly, right? If not, then we don't need to wear the mask. The mask is to protect us. Not only wearing a mask could help us preventing the virus, but also washing our hands frequently, especially when you go back to your home or just finish your food or before the food, so that it helps to clean out the virus from your hands to protect yourself from that. I think this situation is not it's quite common to you all, right? Because every Sunday or every public holidays, you can see our officers walking around in the public place and to make sure that you're having a proper distance and delivering some different leaflets to update you with their information and to make sure everyone is compliant with their instructions. So at ours, you can see this kind of cute and funny stickers. Do you like that? Well, I find it quite interesting and quite colorful and quite up to date. So if you would like to obtain the stickers, you can scan the QR code down there so that you can get the stickers. Not only the stickers, but also some kind of useful information. You can see on the right bottom corner, there are both two QR codes. It will link you to a video clip. The video clip that could help you with update information and some kind of knowledge or information with the COVID-19, so that you could have more knowledge about it and to protect yourself, to preventing the virus. So this is this wrap up of my sharing today. I hope you have the latest information about the COVID-19, the virus, and also please share with your family and your friends that who is not here with us today, so that every one of us can take part and pay our own effort to prevent the COVID-19 and to protect our family and friends. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, President, for a very detailed explanation on the current laws and regulations on how we prevent COVID-19 and spread of it. And in the package, there are actually some facial mask protectors in there. When you have to temporarily put off your mask, you can keep it inside to keep it clean. Instead of putting on the table or on the in the pocket, you can keep it in the keeper. And there are a few of them in there you can share with your friends. And thank you very much for making time today to our talk. And I hope you can bring some useful messages, be it anti-crime, anti-deception in the first part, or on those prevention of the coronavirus. And I hope the information is useful for you. And I hope you enjoy today's session. And before you go, we prepare some light refreshment for you. You can spend a little bit of time here, or you can just, if you have other businesses to do, you can leave freely. Okay. Thank you. And in the future, we may have some other activities. I hope you can stay tuned and continue to support our activities. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Kita daw. Hooray! Si Dibaw Iman. Oh, ano ka?
Study.